All right, welcome to the Red Gold Redemption podcast. And this is kind of a sad podcast, but I want to stay positive at the same time. Uh, as you all know, Nick Bosa is out for the season. Our star defensive end, the first big injury for our defense because we're injured when it comes to the offense. But at the same time, we just gotta move on with who we got. And so far, we got Bryce Huff and Sam, how to pronounce his name, Akuwanu. Sam Akuwanu. So we got to see which one of these guys are going to get it done. They're going to have to step up and fill in some big shoes with Bosa. Bosa's that guy, but I believe these two get it done, and they're going to step up big. Hopefully, they could be like the Purdy version of defensive ends. All of a sudden they become within Robert Saleh, they become different, like even better. So we'll see how it goes. I believe we'll still get it done and make it happen. So, of course, we got bad luck with the 49ers, man. These injuries are just too much right now. At this point, a coach might get injured at this point. The way this injury bug has hit us, it's just everything is happening to all of our stars. It's about like $500 million of our payroll, of 49ers payroll is injured. Of course, I don't know the exact number, but it's all of our stars. So everybody who's under big contracts are getting injured. You know, Purdy got injured. Thankfully, he's not for the season, but he has a big contract. Uh, Brandon Ayuk, he's injured with a big contract. Kittle's injured with a big contract. Bosa's injured with a big contract. So all these big contracts are injured. So hopefully, you got to always hope that nobody gets injured, but it's part of the game. But with us, it's just something else. Because even like 2 years ago, we had like two of our quarterbacks get injured, and it turned out to be a blessing because then we had Purdy. So hopefully something like that happens with, you know, I don't want, nobody wants Bosa injured, but if you can find something positive out of it, hopefully it births, something very positive when it comes to Bryce Huff and Sam Akunayu. Let me see how to say his name again. Okuwanu. Okuwanu. So against Jacksonville Jaguars, we'll see what these guys can do. And if they step up, they're going to need to step up. They have to step up. And we'll see how Robert Saleh schemes it, how he utilizes them, or whoever's filling in. I don't know which one's going to fill in. So we got to get it done. We had a big victory over the Cardinals. Defense saved the day again, and our offense stepped up at the right time. So that's what defense wins championships, to keep the game close. The offense just has to produce at the right time, similar to what the Giants did when they upset the Patriots that one year. Okay, everybody always talks about Eli Manning defeated Tom Brady. No, 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 no. Eli didn't beat Tom Brady. The defense beat Tom Brady. Eli produced at the right time when he made that throw to Tyree. So you keep the game close, and then you make a big play when it matters. And that's what Eli Manning did. So defense wins championships. Defense stops star quarterbacks, not a quarterback versus a quarterback. So we can still do it, I believe, with our with Robert Saleh and our defensive schemes. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I believe one of these guys, Bryce Huff and Sam Akuwanu, they'll step up and fill in for Nick Bosa. Because we can't get down on it. We just got to move on. You got to move on. There's nothing you could do. He's out for the season. We can still get it done. So I want to stay positive about this. And there's a lot of great things we seen in the last game. Um, oh yeah, and that's also a good thing. Like with when we lost Drake Greenlaw and D Winter stepped up. So these are examples of these other guys when with the opportunity, the right opportunity and the right defensive scheme, they step up. And it goes like that for the offense as well, as we can see with other players and other teams like Daniel Jones. He's with the Colts. He was doing bad at first with the Giants, but now he stepped up. Different system, different scheme that fits him. Now he's having a rebirth of his career. Um, what's his name with the Buccaneers? Damn, I forgot his name. I can't believe I forgot his name. Brain fart. Y'all know what I'm talking about with the Bucks. He had a couple of bad stints with the Browns and other teams with the Rams. He did good, but then now he's in a great place with the Bucks. So that's what it takes. Sometimes these players, they're not as good with other teams, but then when they get to the right place, they'll step up. So I believe that can happen. We'll see. It's Jacksonville Jaguars with Bryce Huff or Sam Akuwanu. So we'll be fine, man. We'll be fine. Wait till that offense heals up. Pearsall is he's showing everybody he's a beast. He had a great game. Chris McCaffrey of all people, still healthy. He's healthy, so I believe he's kind of taking it easy. He's being careful because we need him in the long term. But at the end of the day, we'll be fine. We'll make it. Who else? Who else? Played well. Yeah, Mac Jones, he did well. He's another example of somebody who didn't do well with another team, with the Patriots, and then he had a sort of rebirth with the Niners. So it happens. So we'll see what happens with these two guys. Hopefully, we'll have Robert Saleh next year. I'm not sure exactly the details of his contract, but from what I've heard, that he has an option to pursue head coaching opportunities. Hopefully, for 49ers' sake, these opportunities are not good. If he plays it smart, he does not want to go to the Browns. He does not want to go to a team like especially the Cowboys. You don't want to go to the Cowboys. I know the Cowboys may try to get him, but don't go to the Cowboys. Don't go to. There's a lot of bad teams, so you just got to be careful when it comes to being a head coach. I know you're ambitious, Robert Saleh, but you don't want to go into a bad situation. So come back next year. Stick with us. Who knows? He may try to get a head coaching job with the 49ers. That's a weird thing to say, but I don't know if do you want that? I don't want to put that energy out there. Let's move on. So we got the news that Nick Bosa is injured, the ACL injury, and we'll see how this goes Sunday. I bought tickets to the 49ers Rams game, so hopefully we got some of our players back. We got the whole replacement squad in there. It's like that movie, The Replacements. Except these guys aren't doing a strike, man. They're just out of there. That'd be crazy, though. That'd be like an ESPN 30 for 30. If the Niners' whole second team squad wins the Super Bowl, it's like, man, y'all won with the second squad. Man, but it's a positive because we're still winning despite all these injuries, and it shows a lot of adversity. The 49ers they have got it done throughout all this adversity, and I give credit to Kyle Shanahan for keeping his team together, and he's doing a great job. I know I was joking about Robert Saleh getting a job, but who knows? But he has done a great job keeping his team together. I'm not sure what's going on with the training, all that all these guys getting injured, but it's the name of the game. So we'll see what happens next against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I believe we'll handle them easily. The game I'm looking forward to, that might be a challenge, is the Rams game. And I think we'll see, because Matthew Stafford is still a little shaky. That's the thing with them. Matthew Stafford we're not sure if he's completely healthy. I believe he was having back issues the game against the Eagles. So we'll see how good he is when he faces us. He's going to need to be 100% healthy going against this defense. Man, he's probably thinking like, damn, thank God Bosa's not there, because Bosa would have been on his ass. So that's my breakdown on this Nick Bosa injury, and just got to stay positive. You just got to move forward, work with who you got. Nothing you can do about it, man. It's unfortunate. I looked at the phone, and actually I seen the text. My dad sent the text. There's a group text, and he said, I just seen Bosa with exclamation marks. I'm like, oh, he's out. Damn. That's the name of the game. So that's it for the Red Dead Redemption podcast. That's just a nice quick update about Nick Bosa and his injury. So let's go in and get to 4-0. All right. I'm out.